ladies and gentlemen, it's Voxel Crow here, coming at you with, I guess, kind of a rant, you know. And this is gonna be really short. This might take maybe a minute or so, maybe 2 minutes, I don't know. But I will dive. Let's just say it's an unplanned time, and I'll cover whatever comes from the top of my head. But I do want to stick to one topic overall, which is, you know, women wearing makeup. I feel that, first of all, please don't get on me on this. And maybe it's not good that I see it this way, but I feel like, depending on who you are, like depending on the female's natural beauty, and nobody can really gauge that except for another person who thinks that person's beautiful. But I think that makeup either enhances what's already there, or it completely like rearranges your face, like, you know. And when it completely like rearranges your face, that could be a bad thing. And it could be a good thing, but in the long run, it would probably be a bad thing. Let me explain why. Okay. So makeup, right? You know, if a lady wears makeup, you know, it could, like I said, it could enhance the beauty that she already has. You know, and then when she takes it off, you're not as a male, you're not so, coming from my perspective, I wouldn't be so taken back, you know, because the amount of makeup that she did wear might have been limited, and I've probably seen most of her natural features anyway, and I wouldn't be as taken back. And then I'd be like, well, like for example, Zendaya, right? I think I saw like a picture of her without makeup. Like she was on the, you know, she was on the, like the internet, you know, news saying that she was in London or something like that. And then because I was looking into the this one Disney Channel show, and it's actually pretty good. You guys want to watch that? It actually is pretty good. I think they're the first Disney Channel show, the live comedy Disney Channel show that I've seen that was actually pretty good. Like, I didn't really like Hannah Montana when that was out. I did do some The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. The Sweet Life on Deck wasn't that great, you know. Pretty much ever since, you know, certain stuff happened, you know. Pretty much ever since, you know, Boy Meets World, and, you know, that used to show on the Disney Channel, and, you know, some other shows that they had from the early 2000s and kind of like 2004, 2005. It kind of just went downhill. So that's one of the shows that I think is like really funny, and actually has better than the mediocre acting that, you know, the other channel, the other shows that they have currently playing. Mighty Med is another one. Mighty Med and Lab Rats, they're pretty good. They're alright, yeah. But so I was looking up the cast because I found that the mom on there, I was trying to figure out where she came from. You know, I'm like, that's Greta from Family Matters. Like, that's the one that Eddie Winslow used to date. And then the father, he used to be on A Different World, you know, the Bill Cosby show, A Different World, you know, at was it Hillman or Spellman? I think it was Hillman. you know, with Jasmine Guy, and he played a dude named, I believe his name was Dwayne Wayne. Not Dwayne Wade, Dwayne Wayne. Is pretty much Wayne without the D in front of it, so it's pretty much his name twice. And then I see her, and then I'm like, first of all, I'm not gonna lie to you, she looks gorgeous. I was just like, you know, and so I was like, oh well, you know, let's see what other stuff that she does. And so then I looked her up, and I found all that stuff on, like, you know. And then I saw a picture of her, like, with her being in London, and she doesn't have any makeup, right? And I'm like, wow, like, she still looks, you know, most females, they don't look that great when at least in my experience, they don't look that great when they take makeup off. But she was still pretty. Yeah. So, and then it's like, cause I remember when I was in high school, there was this girl who like wore like makeup every day, right? And then one day I just noticed that, and it's not like a girl that I would normally like communicate with, that I didn't talk to. I wasn't like, you know, friends with her. I didn't hang around the people that she hung around. It's just that, well, that's not exactly true. The people that she hung around were in my classes, but I saw her come down the hall one day. She was a cheerleader at the time. I saw her come down the hall one day, and she just had no makeup on. And I'm like, what happened to your face? Like you're like, I can't describe it, but you know how the best way that I could put it is that your face looks naked. Like it don't look good. It's not. I'm sorry. But you know, I believe, you know, using makeup is a gamble, right? Because if you wear, first of all, if you wear it for so long, that's gonna be your established look. You know, it's gonna be your established look. Like, you're gonna look like that with the eyeliner. Like, you're gonna have the eyebrows and the stuff and this, that, and the other. And then when you decide to go back from that, from one day, you be like, what happened to your face? Like I don't mean to be insulting, like, you already established your look as a male. Like, I'm like, you already established your look as that's the look that you're gonna keep. Don't drop a bombshell on me, like, right there, and then just expect me to, like, be like, oh, hey, you still look great. But luckily I didn't talk to her like that, or luckily I wasn't, like, trying to communicate with her or anything like that. But some people's face, some people just look worse without makeup, especially if you already built that up as your look. So, in saying that, I'm like, okay, so some people, it enhances what they already have. Some people, for them, it doesn't mean that they're ugly. It means that, you know, you have already established your look, so when you go back down, it's like a greater drop. It's like, you know, it's like people aren't used to that so much, so people are a bit more taken back by that, at least from my perspective. And then you do have people who are, I guess, quote unquote ugly, you know, because, you know, beauty's in the eye of the beholder type of thing, right? And but, you know, sometimes to me, it's just patchwork. You know, it's just patchwork. You know, when you, oh God, when you have a car, right, and you have a dent in it, right, you can put some stuff on it and then smooth it over, and then scrape, and like you can put stuff all over the car, and then you can scrape away to where it evens out, and then it'll look good as new, right? Well, with makeup it's a little bit different, because you can't just even it out. Like, you can, but only to a degree. Like, you can't just even it out. Like you can't just even somebody's face out like you can with a car, right? Like, so those things, it's gonna look caked on. Okay, second, like, that's another problem. Some people just don't know how to apply makeup, you know? Some people cake their stuff on like it looked like you stepped out of something that like Photoshop. It looked like, you know, you ever seen somebody's like makeup dust, just like it looked like it's just a wind breeze away from just like blowing off their face, like all this is just like gonna blow away, you know? It's like you're holding up sand and you take a fan to it and all this stuff just slowly starts to fall away, and then all that's left is bare skin. And then you realize that they do have the veins and the crow's feet and this and that and the other, the scars, the divots, and like, and listen, I'm not saying that I'm perfect, or, you know, that I'm visually perfect, or I'm not saying that they have to be. I'm just saying, I guess at the end of the day, here's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, if there are any, like, females out there listening to this, just know that I'm not getting on you about wearing makeup at all, but know that it's supposed to enhance your, like, natural beauty, and maybe you shouldn't use so much of it. And even if you're older, you know, don't try to look, if you're in your mid 40s, don't try to look like you're trying to be in your lower 30s, because that's like, once somebody gets with you and establish a relationship and you take your face off, like if you're married and you're going to bed with that person, like, it's just, it's gonna be a bad situation. And then I would reiterate that for really anyone of any age group that's gonna have that. You know, you might think you going to bed with Halle Berry and then wake up with Barry Scary. Like, you know, it's like, you don't know what's gonna happen once they take their face off. You know, at the end of the day, I'm just saying, I found that for myself. People like women who go with the more natural look. I'm not saying that they can't, you know, use makeup, but people who did the more of like 75% natural look, I just ballparked it with the percentage, but more than like 75% of like naturalness, I feel like have been more appealing to me, because then to me it means that you're not that different from how you are out in public, you know? And I think this is just me from my perspective. It don't have to be from another male's perspective. It doesn't even have to be from a female's perspective. This is just my opinion. It's subjective. You can think I'm wrong. but I'm just gonna say for me, you know. But yeah, I found like those females who look like that, they're more visually appealing, because they show, I guess, quote unquote, their truer selves. So that's kind of my makeup thing. I don't really have anything else to say other than that. Like I said, this is just a quick rant. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to Voxel Pro, or Google. Follow me on Google Plus, Twitter, Facebook, whatever your thing is. I have four. I do have a priority of how I do things. I do follow my Google Plus and my YouTube faster, because I get updates on those, Twitter and then Facebook. So Facebook is like dead last. I'll try to describe that. There was a thing there, if you were wondering what I was waving at. Yeah. Again, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later.